Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another one here to bring some brand new content in a brand new way, guys. As you guys can see, got another deck profile. Another deck profile I'm very proud of. I really like this deck actually a lot. I love this leader because I've been having a lot of fun with this leader. Been having some pretty good matches actually with this leader. Very good matches. Um, this leader is just really. I'm really liking it. I really like it a lot. I've been having fun with it. I played with this leader before previously in the past. I did a deck profile on this leader as well. It's called Grand Destruction Champa deck profile. And this is pretty much an updated version of that. It's hard to say if I really. It's more so this deck profile is it's red green. It is a hand control and a board control destruction deck profile. Okay, but this is good. I'm gonna dive right into it. I'll tell you what are good cards to have in your hand, why I chose certain cards, things like that, and so forth. So, Champa, you guys, if people who play the game, you should know what to expect. Auto once per turn. When a battle card attacks a leader, if the attacking card has 15k power or more, you're gonna draw one. It has an awakening skill. You have 4 life or less. You're gonna draw 2. When this card attacks, you're going to draw 1. Active main, you're going to place 1 card from your hand into the drop area, and you're going to choose this card or one of your other battle cards, and it gains double strike for the duration of the turn. Very strong, in my opinion. This leader gotten better because of the fact that they introduced Almighty Technique Vados. I think that's what made this deck that leader a lot better. I'm not going to call this leader the outstanding top tier meta deck here, but it's more like a, I think this deck is more like a rogue deck, or at least I consider it to be that way. It's a rogue deck. That's just my opinion on it. So, as you guys can see, this is the deck profile. I want to go ahead and talk about why I chose certain cards so far before I talk about what the cards do. As you guys can see, I have Super 17 Power Distill on this deck profile. Now, most people are not using this card right now. They're not even using it, and they don't see the value in this card. Now, I'm going to be biased and say that I'm a big Super 17 fan. I love Super 17. He's one of my favorite. He's my favorite villain in Dragon Ball GT. He's my favorite villain. I really like him, and I like this card's effect. And it says dual attack on it. It has an auto skill on it, and it has a permanent skill on it. This card, I think, is just really, really good. And most people are not playing this card. This card right now is pretty cheap. I just purchased some of these cards actually just recently for like $1.75 for 3 of them for $1.75. Oh, that was super cheap. I can see the value in this card so much, so that's why I decided to play it. I'm gonna get another one as soon as the price actually drops down a little bit more on it. I'll go ahead and purchase it. Um, it's not too common not to see this card in a Champa deck here. Food of Dark Banisher is a really good, strong card. Triple attack, double strike. This one has dual attack, double strike on it. And then also when it swings with the Super 17, it says choose 1 card in your drop area. You're going to send that to the ward. When this card attacks, you're going to choose up to 1 green extra card in your drop area and add it to your hand. Then your opponent's going to choose 1 card in their hand and send it to the ward. Okay, so that's all right off the bat. That's all really good. I mean, despite the fact it says choose up to 1 green card, so I mean, my understanding, I don't think you have to choose a green card in your drop area, which you're not going to really do. You're just swinging with dual attack. Dual attack, double strike. At that, he's going to discard a card no matter what. He has to discard a card. You know what I mean? He's going to send that to the ward, which is pretty strong. Then you're gonna swing again and do it. Pretty much it does the same thing that I forgot what it is. The Super 17 Cell Absorb. It pretty much is gonna do the same thing as that. It's gonna be doing the same stuff. Whenever you swing, your opponent, as long as you have 10 cards in your drop area, sparking 10 on it, your opponent discards 2 cards from their hand every turn. That's basically they're losing 4 cards per turn. Then we have Agent of not Agent of Destruction, Android 13 has critical on it, has an active main 2 on it. It says choose up to 1 card, one of battle cards, one of your opponent's battle cards, and KO it. And then you're gonna choose 1 card in your opponent's hand and put it in the drop area. Man, that's right off the bat. That's strong. These are your main go-to in the deck. These are the win conditions to the deck. Android 13, Super 17, and then we have Food to Dark Banisher are win conditions to the deck profile. Don't get me wrong. Um, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can also use other cards to like win the game. If you're swinging with this or that, you can use those to kind of win the game if you want to. But the main three main win conditions to the deck: Android 13, Super 17, and Food to Dark Banisher are your win conditions to this deck. Okay, and just to talk about the Food to Dark Banisher, since this is a hand control, board control deck profile, as you guys know, with Food to Dark Banisher triple attack, your opponent can't activate skills unless they choose one card from the hand and send it to the ward. Send it to the ward. So super combo is a skill. If they're using active battle skills, if they're using um, a negate skill, a counter skill, you know what I'm saying? If they're using to negate the cards of the skills on this card, some of the skills on this card. Well, this card you can't even negate the skills on this card. It's permanent. That means it's constantly happening. I don't think you can really do that, but that's questionable. I think that's debatable. May be wrong about that. Uh, yeah, man, super combo counter active main, arrival skills, things like that and so forth. You guys already get the idea. They have to discard one card anyway. They have to, no matter what. They have to do it. They got to do that no matter what. So that was some reason why I chose those cards. You have Dr. Mew, Weapon Surplus, Auto Burst 3. It works well with Android 13. It works Android 17 at that. You play it, you're going to choose one green Android card with an energy cost of um, three or more, or you can choose one green extra card with an energy cost of two or less in the drop area and add it to your hand. That's very very strong as well. That's all. It's just so strong, so good. You're playing both Android 13 and Super 17 from your drop area. You don't necessarily need to have those cards in your hand, not necessarily. But if you do have it in your hand, that's better. The good, the better. No doubt, it's still good. But let's go. I talked about pretty much the main things of the deck here at that. Let's talk about some other cards. So you guys can see I have Wilderness Training Sun Gohan. You're going to draw one when you play it. Almighty Technique Vados, Self Awakener. You're going to play this card. You want to make sure you have that at least in your hand by turn one, your very first turn when you're playing. You play that card in the field. You may choose one card from your hand and place it in the drop area. That's what you're going to do. Then you're going to awaken your leader. That's 5 or more life. You're going to go ahead and awaken him, which is pretty good. Very strong card. Makes his leader very strong. Brawly Demonic Origins. Energy Exhaust has that permanent skill here to this card that basically it annoys the scary Energy Exhaust. So you want to play that also as well. I only have 3. I might put that down to 4, put it up to 4, maybe just get rid of one of the Super 17s or other card or so. And also, it has another skill too on it. It says when you play this card, your opponents choose one card from their hand and put it into a drop area. So that has hand destruction on it too as well, which is really, really good, man. Your opponent losing cards from their hand could be a good thing and also could be a bad thing as well, especially if it can play cards from the drop area. And then we have Son Goku and Piccolo Budding Friendship. You're using that in combination with your Son Gohan use with Alliance. Gohan's already in the field that you use to either play it to draw a card, or you guys saw that new profound Son Gohan as well, using that as a self-awakener to the deck, and that's on the field. And you're switching that either to rest mode or so. With this, you're gaining 15. You're getting the 5K boost here to it, making it 15K critical, and you're gonna draw 2 based off of that. So you draw more cards in your hand that you need. Then we have Mach Speed, Kaioken. These cards, Mach Speed, Kaioken, and Vegeta the Cruel, I think these are very strong Crucial cards. This right here, you got to make sure you have a multicolored card energy in your energy area. You reduce the cost of the energies by 1 when you do so. When you play this card, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards. It gets a 10K power for the duration of the turn. Then your opponent chooses one card from their hand. One of your opponent's battle cards and send it And it basically it's getting a minus 15k. Okay, if as long as you do it on your opponent's turn, which you will, you're gonna be doing that when you play this card. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards, you get some minus 10k for the duration of the turn. Then if it's your opponent's turn, you're gonna choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and get a 5k minus 5k power for duration turn. Basically, you're gonna use this card on your turn. At least with if it's me playing it, I'll always do it on my turn. Giving something at least 15k on it, getting rid of whatever it is playing. Topo Righteous Aid. This is a staple for hand control, hand destruction decks, if you want to call it. It's a staple at this point. Now this card right here is least worth like a bond about maybe $2.50. You could probably pay even more money. I think I remember seeing it on TCG. They're just selling this card for like maybe I seen a price of $4 or so for this card. This card is mandatory, man. It's a staple for hand destruction. It's staple for it. It's so good. You don't even need to play this with that new Jiren, the Shackle of the Past. You don't even need to play that. But it's a counterattack at that. You're going to choose one of your cards from your hand, put it in the drop area. That's a good thing. Permanent, you're going to use this by your opponent's turn because then it's going to reduce the cost of the card by 2. And then auto, if it's your opponent's turn, which it will be, as long as you use it on their turn, when you play this card, for the duration of the turn, your opponent cannot activate. They can't they can't attack unless they use unless they discard 2 cards from the hand and place them to the drop area. This card is strong, very, very strong. Most of my friends don't know anything about this card. They don't even care about this card. Man, they don't know nothing about it until they get played with and stomped with. I'm sorry. They don't know nothing about that, man. But I think this card is strong, very, very strong hand destruction at that, man. So this is a mandatory card to put in the deck. And we already talked about those cards. But let's go ahead and talk about Vegeta the Cruel, another good crucial card. You're going to, right off the bat, you're going to use it just like Mach Speed, Kaioken, using it on your turn. And then when you use it, you're gonna KO something at least is 4 or less. Okay? Then your opponent's going to choose one card from the hand, send it to the warp. Another good one at that. Another good card. We already know what new Profound Son Gohan does. Taking 1 life, getting 10k in critical at that. Really good, strong stuff. We have our God super combo. This is a very good super combo. This is a God. Your leader's a God card. If you don't believe it, check the card. It's God. And when you combo with this card, if your leader card is God or Universe 2, and your life is 4 or less, you may place 1 card from your hand, place in the drop area. If you do so, you're drawing 2 and a 10k boost. So that's pretty strong at that. Then we have actor image technique, and then that's all you got. That's all. You guys already know what it is, man. If you play the game, another self awakener. It could be used for yourself. Take 1 card from your life. You're getting a minus 10k to whatever vital card is on the field. Your leader's at 40k. It pretty much you're negating attack. Why combo that? There's no sense to try to out combo that. Is that all you got? You're negating an attack using one of your red cards, putting it in the drop area. And then also you're going to choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards. It's getting a minus 15k to it. So it's popping at least a card on the field, or the other card is not going to be able to attack. So that's pretty much it. That's the deck profile. I'm proud of this deck. I really like it. Some of you guys may like it. Some of you guys may not like it. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. More content coming soon. And peace.